Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's development update and community Q&A session. I am Adam with D&D Beyond. I'm thrilled that you are here. We've got some updates that we're going to get into. As always, the lineup, latest updates, anything that's upcoming, ask me anything. And today we've got, maybe a couple of legendary bundles in there. Everybody gets very excited about that part. I know you're just here for the bundles and you don't care anything at all about spending time with me, but I am going to pretend for about an hour that you actually want to be here because you care about what I'm saying. So don't, spoil that illusion for me. All right, give me just a second. Make sure that I've got everything sorted out here. All right, we've got Blue Ink Alchemist says that they do care about me. So thank you for that. I think that's going to get me through this dev update today. All right, so latest updates. I don't know if you have heard of the streaming group Critical Role, but we have a new announcement that came out this week that we are very excited about. We have been partnered with Critical Role for the entirety of their second campaign that is taking place in Wildemount, or as I like to say it, Wildemount, because if it's Wildebeest, it should be Wildemount, right? But anyway, Wildemount, the Explorer's Guide to Wildemount, was announced this week, and it really is just an epic time to be a fan of D&D. Definitely an epic fan to be time to be a fan of Critical Role. This is such just a special project that has been put together, and really excited to see how this is going to be. I've noticed that people out in the community are not always being kind to each other. And so I encourage everyone, you should be kind. And, there was a little bit of kind of echo chambering going on about, people being upset that this book exists, and maybe insert whatever you personally want the most here book did not get announced. And, so one of the things, we won't share any numbers or anything like that, but I will tell you that probably by Monday, the Explorer's Guide to Wildemount will have done more in pre-orders than the entire history of any other book that has ever been available for pre-order on D&D Beyond. And that's going to include something like Descent into Avernus, which was announced in May and did not go on sale until September. So I just want to quantify that for some of the fan base out there who is saying things like, no one wants a Critical Role book. I just want to tell you that at least as far as D&D Beyond is concerned, that is completely false statement. There are many people that want it very badly enough to pre-order it within its first week of being available. So wanted to share that with the community out there today. Also on the encounter builder, we've got some new quality of life changes that have happened, which are very exciting. So we've got campaign filtering on the My Encounters page. So I'd spoken about this the last time. That is in place as of now, and that's going to make it much easier for you to find the encounter that you are specifically looking for. You can filter by campaign now there. Oh, hold on one second. I've got, the mucus. One second. Mucus really is one of the worst words on the planet. It's not something, if you enjoy saying mucus, then there you are definitely not in the majority of the world out there. Yeah, mucus and moist. Moist is nobody wants to be moist. Yeah, it's rough. All right. So, but with the encounter builder, campaign filtering for your encounters, also active filters. So you can check a box now that's going to retain your active filters. And then we've got some ways now for you to see what's active much clearer and better. So again, another quality of life change. And then we have, because we've gotten so many questions about this, we've gotten several other tooltips that we've put in place for some of the most questioned pieces of the encounter builder. So you can hover over adjusted XP, daily budget, difficulty, and you'll now see the Dungeon Master's Guide entries for those elements. And so hopefully that's going to help you while you're building your encounters. So work in progress with the encounter tracker. I actually saw an encounter tracker. So I was over our product manager's shoulder looking on his screen, and I saw a real encounter tracker. So it is starting to come together. Sweet tea is probably not great for the mucus, but it's great for my happiness. All right. So with the encounter tracker, all these things are starting to come together. You can add monsters from an encounter, add a PC from a campaign, split monsters from multiples. It will automatically allow you to manually enter initiative. You can add a new combatant very quickly, kind of like on the fly into the tracker. And then you can view all the monster stat blocks there. Not quite there yet, but I know they were working on it. You can adjust HP for all the participants. So all of that is already in place. And we are certainly driving toward an alpha for the encounter tracker. Continued latest updates. Didn't have room on the single screen. We are continuing to work on the player app, player focused app on mobile. I've started to see some of this come together as well. Really, really excited. I hope that we have more that we can start, not only showing off, but we'll have some, targets in progress before too much longer. UA class feature variants. Again, this is a big one. We know it's important. We know that you want this. It is in progress, and it is something that I have it on this list because I don't want anyone to think that we've lost sight of this. I will tell you that the other UA that came out just a few days ago, maybe a couple of days, maybe yesterday, I don't know. But anyway, when that came out, we do already have those 4 subclasses ready to go. And so, as per our arrangement with Wizards of the Coast, Monday, those should go live. So you can look forward to the Path of the Beast, I think it was. And I liked that one a little bit. They're going to have to work on the natural weapon damage, I'm afraid, though, because it still is just not a viable option when you consider Great Weapon Master and things like that. So maybe they can do something that if you attack twice with it, you can add something. I don't know. They're going to have to do something. But the theme is very, very good. And definitely love a Genie Warlock. So those will be available on Monday, unless something goes wrong, but they should be available on Monday. And then we are on the road to alpha with digital dice rolling. We're going to start showing you some fun stuff with that very, very soon. And I'm looking forward to that alpha as well. Apple authentication, we've talked about, really in a lot of ways is a prerequisite for the mobile app with the character sheet to come out. So that's going to be coming. And then a little bit of an update on some of what we talked about last time with, the outage that we experienced a couple of weeks ago. But then primarily our response to that is that, momentum. I was perfectly fine before I got on the stream. But just to let everyone know, I'm missing a party right now. So I'm missing a party to be here with you. So I feel like, the guys in Clerks right now or something, I'm not even supposed to be here today. But I'm missing a party where people are getting, we call them dragons here at our office. The people who've been here 5 years or longer get these like really cool looking like crystal dragon statues. So there's a ceremony going on right now where people are getting dragons. but obviously I'm in here streaming with you. But the reason I bring any of that up is not to make anybody feel bad, because I enjoy being here with you. But for some unknown reason, some mysterious reason, all of a sudden, before this started, I thought I had to clean my glasses. Like, I took my glasses off and I was like really, really trying to clean them because everything got really, really smoky. And so I stepped out of my office and I saw just smoke. There's like smoke everywhere. I thought the place was on fire, but apparently it's something to do with this party. So I am just really, really curious as to what on earth is going on with the smoke. But I'm going to have to get a report on that after the stream. But I believe said smoke might be messing with my ability to keep from coughing a little bit. So please bear with me with the mysterious smoke that is filling our office. Everyone is perfectly safe, I assure you. At least right now we are. But we'll see. I'll give you an update tweet on what the mysterious smoke was after I find out what happened with it. All right. So, microservice migration. So, again, part of our response to this is long term, we are taking a lot of the elements of our framework and transitioning to microservices. Our architect and some of our sysdev development ops personnel have been working really, really hard in the last couple of weeks to come up with a very innovative solution for transitioning and separating some of our existing framework into kind of a configuration that will mimic and provide the value of microservices. So basically, separating some of this into different infrastructure resources where we can individually scale the characters, forums, so on, all those elements independently. So this puts us in an even better place from an infrastructure perspective than we thought we were going to be able to get to in a much shorter time frame. Like we thought it was going to be a little bit longer than that, or a lot bit longer for some elements. So this puts us in a much, much better place. And it really is, because we're having to keep up with the weekends at this point. So D&D Beyond is growing at a rapid clip, and the amount of users that we are seeing come for your weekend games is just increasing at levels that even we had not anticipated. So this is a wonderful problem to have, but it's a problem that we're taking very seriously. And this is a huge, huge boon that our team has been able to do over the last couple of weeks to figure this out and to implement that. And so I just got the word before the dev update. It's all good. So your game for this weekend should be in great shape, even if there are just millions of you playing, because we just keep seeing these numbers go up. Everything should be great. And I think that it's fair to say that this Dungeons and Dragons thing is catching on, maybe. So good news there. All right. Upcoming AL support, something that we definitely have on deck that we're going to be looking at. Inventory enhancements is a very high potential target for 2020. And then I did want to alert you that we will be at some point, in the near future here, having a kind of a site-wide, community-wide survey, because we haven't done this for a year or so, and we want to be able to get your directed feedback at a variety of things. So please, keep your eyes peeled for that. As always, I'll share that the community is the most important part of what we do. If it wasn't for the community and for us trying to provide what the community needs to help play this game with more convenience and to enhance the game and just basically let the great parts of this game shine through and mitigate some of the more painful parts of the game, that's why we're here. That's why we're trying to do this. And so this survey is your chance to help us continue to make sure that we have our finger on the pulse and that we're doing the things that we should be doing, and that we're making the right prioritization decisions and everything else. So we'll share more when that's available, but it is coming soon. And then the next convention that we'll have some staff at, not going to be able to make it to PAX South at this point, but GaryCon is coming up. And so if you happen to be traveling to GaryCon, be sure to say hello to the staff for sure there.